Hey, what's up guys, it's AndreOth here, bringing you guys another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made a HUS type beat. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we started this beat off with this piano sample. I believe I found it on Splice, so I heard the sample, I really liked the sound of it. It kind of gave me some HUS vibes, but it also kind of gave me some like old school 2010 kind of G-Unit, 50 Cent kind of rap vibes. But I kind of went with HUS because I could kind of imagine him on a sample like this. But yeah, I found this piano sample, I really liked it, and I decided to build a beat around it. So yeah, the sample just sounds like this. So then after we found that sample, I then moved on to the drums, and as usual I always start my drums off with some claps. So I found these really trappy sounding claps that I thought went perfectly with the sample, so I put it into Ultra Beat and I played this very simple clap pattern. And everything together should sound like this. So yeah, then after we came up with the claps, I then moved on to the kicks, and I found these kicks that I really liked. I think I found it for some random drum pack that I had, but I liked the kick. It was hitting hard, but I wanted it to hit a little bit harder, so I decided to put some overdrive on it just to give it a little bit more punch, and then it sounded perfect. So then I came up with this very simple kick pattern that went perfectly with the piano sample, and it ended up sounding like this. And when you hear that played with everything else, the beat should sound like this. So after that, I decided to move on to the hi-hats, and I think the hi-hats with this beat was like one of the most important parts, one of the most important elements of the drums, because it really gave the drums and the whole beat a certain bounce that I was looking for. So I found these hi-hats, very trappy sounding hi-hats, nice and sharp. So I just put in this very simple basic two-step hi-hat pattern, and it ended up sounding like this. And then when you hear that played with the rest of the beat should come together like this. So the last part of the drums was these open hats, and I found these really trappy sounding open hats, and I just played this very simple open hat pattern. So the open hat kind of hits like right before the claps, so it kind of draws you into the claps a little bit. I thought it went really well with the rest of the drums. So yeah, I just put in this very simple open hat pattern just to finish off the drums. And then when you hear that played with the other tracks, the whole beat should sound like this. So after that, I was pretty much finished with the drums, but I wanted to add some bass. I didn't decide to go with the normal typical 808 kind of sounding bass that I normally use, so I decided to go with more of a muted kind of sub bass. So I found the deep sub bass in Logic. It's a Logic stock sound, and I played this bass line that went perfectly with the piano melody and went perfectly with the whole bounce and the whole vibe that I was going for with this beat. But yeah, the bass line just ended up sounding like this. And everything together should sound like this. So then I wanted to add like a vocal kind of melody, something that's quite prominent in UK rap music in general. I feel like Still Bangles are kind of one of the pioneers of that. But yeah, I went into Alchemy, I found this dream voice, really airy, creepy sounding vocal sound, and yeah, I thought it went perfectly with this beat. So I decided to come up with a nice little melody that's not really too busy, but also goes really well with the piano melody. So I managed to figure it out, and I came up with this very simple vocal melody, but I thought it went really well with the rest of the beat. And when you hear that paired with everything else, the beat should sound like this. So I was pretty much finished there, but then I stumbled on this grainy blows preset in Alchemy, and it almost sounds like a kind of woodwind, like a flute kind of preset. But yeah, I thought it went really well with the beat, so I came up with this very simple melody just to top the whole beat off, and it went perfectly with the vocal melody, and it went perfectly with the piano melody. And yeah, I just came up with this little flute melody that ended up sounding like this. And then when you head that paired with the rest of the beat should come together like this. So yeah guys, that was pretty much it. That was every single component there was to this beat, and that was the whole process that went into making this beat. The only thing I had to do after that was structure the beat, and that's exactly what I did. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video though, please hit the like button down below and subscribe for more, because I have way more videos like this coming out every single week. And if you guys want to purchase any beats from me, including the beat used in this video, you guys can go to AndreOth.BRYSON.com. and if you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter and you can follow me on Instagram for all latest updates. And I'll catch you guys in this video. Peace.